Hello again, welcome back to the daily Bionizing Repentance. Oh my god, it's Jacob and Esau today. Woohoo! I'm recording this in the evening. I got back from Oktoberfest. Now I didn't really get intoxicated. Far from it. I didn't really have much to sample this year. Didn't have time to go through like the different wineries to sample stuff, and the one winery that I normally get a bunch of samples from previous years only had 2 samples for some reason. And it was an outdoor thing instead of an indoor thing. Nothing COVID related, but that I know of. I'm pretty sure it was COVID related. Everything else wasn't restricted, so. Yeah, Oktoberfest. It was okay. A lot of people. It was packed this year. We didn't have it last year like normally. And when it came back, I guess they just brought a bunch of visitors. It was such a pain to get around with everybody. Oh, that almost got me. Nothing wrong with a bunch of visitors, it's just freaking congested, good lord. I mean, it's probably Saturday too, so like, not a lot of people are going to do it on a Friday, of course. I'm going to do it on the weekend. So, yeah, so I sampled 2 wines. They had one new wine and one they usually have every year. Except last year. Both dry wine. I didn't really care for. I didn't even buy any wine, come to think of it. I forgot to buy some wine for myself. Oh well. Oh well. I think about the fudge stuff and I was like, no. Like I had a bunch of junk today anyways. I had some ice cream. I had like 12 ounces of cheese. Cheese curds. What else did I have? I gotta think here. A couple little bags of Doritos. Because, like, most of the food there is gluten. Pretty much. Alright. Oh, I didn't want to give it to you. Oh my god. Oh my god, Rebecca. Okay, we might go around and use the self-sacrifice room. On the one character. Hopefully get something juicy. So yeah, kind of went around and stuff like that. I mean, I've been going there almost every year for about 15 years or something like that. I don't know. Off and on. It wasn't like every year. Of course, you know, COVID last year, and then like, you know, some other stuff that's happened. Ah. So hard to get around a lot of congested areas was the thing. Ooh. Ooh, who gets this? I say you get it because you don't really have stats. Of course, it doesn't give you stats anyway, so whatever. Probably be less damage for you. That's for sure, little dude. I want to come in here. Yep, that's what I wanted here. I want you to get it. So you don't just blow yourself up by those bombs if the off chance it did happen and kill you. That was a lucky get to, by the way, that angel item thing. Okay, let's back up a second. Push that away. Oh, that almost got me. Go. Do we have a chance to get some soul hearts? Or money. Preferably soul hearts. Oh, I could. Well, no, we could. Well, yeah, we could have. potentially have enough for a fanny pack and keep playing that, but that'd be a little too late anyways for that. Alright, we go over here. We have to get it. We have to get it. I know I saw a tin rock earlier. I'm pretty sure there's a secret room too. No, well, no, that's okay. Where is that? I know I seen a tin rock earlier. Or maybe I'm hallucinating. Ah, there it is. How are we gonna do this? Can we get it this way? Okay, just freaking get over there. Get. All right. You get it. We got here 3 extra cents. That's poggers. Alright, come on, soul hearts. Alright, well, we got a bunch of money. Can't go wrong with that, but it's leaving me a little dicey with this character right now. Okay. We got a pretty good first floor for the most part. Speed up. Right, very dicey right now. Very sussy baka. Let's see here. We're gonna have to look for our super room. Okay, come on, red hearts. Let's try playing you. Hopefully we get a health upgrade. Alright, it's compass. I'll take it. It doesn't matter who gets it, I guess, for this. Do this. Come on, red hearts. Okay, well. It's gonna help us a little bit as long as we don't get hit by a certain enemy that kill us. Okay, well. Got a compass too. That's not bad. Don't get me wrong. Got a small rock and holy shots and stuff. It's not too bad. I'm gonna be very careful now. Which, when I say look, be careful, I mean like it probably won't be. Anyways, what else have I been doing today? Well. Pretty much it. I mean, I went out to Oktoberfest and ate some food. Turns out this restaurant that I thought only had one menu actually had 2 menus. Had a gluten-free option. Wasn't really much of anything. I had a little bit of ham, but turns out it was a big old thing of ham. It had mashed potatoes and green beans, and I'm like, that's a little too much for me. I just wanted the ham. I didn't think like I was gonna get like a bunch of stuff with it, but I had so much coffee. I had like less than 4 hours of sleep too today. All right, that was sucky. And I'm feeling kind of tired. I might not even do a New Vegas episode tonight, unfortunately. I mean, I got plenty of backlogs and stuff. I just want to do this one tonight because it's shorter. I just got to finish eating, take the rest of my vitamins, get ready for bed, and actually go to bed early because I am wiped out. Like, I was laying on this bed after I got back. I was sore from walking and standing and everything today. And I was even sitting for a while, a number of occasions. I kept walking too later on. I overdid it. My body's not what it used to be anymore, you little whippersnappers. Where's my holy shots? I just got it for the wrong character that doesn't have the lock. Okay, there we go. We're gonna skip the devil deal. What the hell's with this heart? What the? Okay. He says the baka. Take this. Okay. We do not want to go anywhere. Okay. Anywhere else. Just keep the black card for the one character to preserve our deal with the devil. Alright. Yep, so I just sitting around stuff a bit, trying to kind of heal up. After going out and Oh my god. I have to move around all over the place. I have to weave around so many freaking people, it's nuts. Not like driving or anything, but like on the lines of walking. I'm not taking that as a death sentence. Oh, the magnet's doing it, okay. Just wondering what the heck's going on with that. We could play a self-sacrifice room some more. Ooh. Yeah, I think you have it. That gives him some stats. But yeah, it's, I'm just sore. It's crazy how many people were there. It was like nuts. I didn't think I had seen that many people in a while like that. Oktoberfest. In the previous years I was there wasn't as many. These people were just antsy to do something after all this COVID lockdown stuff. And not having it last year either. They're probably assuming, maybe some of them were assuming it's like, well, we're probably not going to have one next year, the rate of the government's doing with everything. Never let let's see, what's that called? Never let a crisis go to waste. That's such a big slogan. It's been like that for decades with the government. I can't trust them for anything. Alright, come on, some goodies. Ooh, what we got here? Well, what does it do? Let go and move on. Oh, we let go of the item. No, we drop everything that we got. That's really good. Thank God we pick up the magnet. We drop everything that we got, like trinkets and stuff like that, and gives you some stuff. But then you can pick those trinkets and stuff back up again. It's a weird trinket. Wants you to see the values in life. I suppose that's pretty cool, pretty metal. So I don't like this room, by the way. But they both can't fly by default. Oh no! Oh god, I need to like keep my distance. I can't barely reach it. There we go. And we get a meat. We get some meats. We get some Arby's. Okay, we could go in the self-sacrifice room, but I think we already went to the shop and there wasn't anything, so we'll just go down next floor. I didn't really sample much of the alcohol this year, so there's that. I don't know, I just didn't feel as excited this year. I think maybe because it's just like, there's just too many damn people. Just freaking cluttering up everything. I mean, I sound like a, what do you call that? What was that word? I'm blanking on it. Oh, whatever. It'll probably come to me eventually. Let's try using this. Yeah, it gives us some resources. I thought so. I forgot the name. Anyways, I've been just tired today. I made some coffee this morning, and then I went out, and by the time I went out, caffeine already like left my system. I was tired. What happens? Oh well, he got some more coffee. That didn't do much good because one, I was tired already to begin with. Let's see, let's give it for you. And you know what? We'll get it to you too, just in case. Gives you more permanent health there. Yeah. So, anyways, I drank some more coffee, and then that didn't last long. And I had to pee like a racehorse. too. And then I went to the restaurant. I had a couple of Coca-Colas. Of course, that didn't really last long either. And then I just came home and just like flopped. Gone for like most of the day. I could have went to the beer tent, but I didn't. Could have went to this, could have went to that. Of course, the beer tent's gonna have beer, which is weed, and I can't have weed, so I can't have that. I mean, I don't mind not having beer. I can have other alcohol, though. It isn't beer. Yay! Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so there's that. What else did I do today? I visited some little shops. Like I said before, I had like 12 ounces of cheese curds. That's pretty good. Cheese curds, oh, to die for. A little thing of Doritos at this one place because I can't have any strudels or anything. This one restaurant, they're showing off like all these pies and stuff, which is like this dessert order you can get as a platter or whatever combo when you order something, and it's like all these pies and cookies and stuff. I couldn't even have a single one of those because of all the gluten. So are you freaking kidding me? I hate this. These gaps in the rooms. These things coming back and forth like DVD screensavers. I think I get it over here. Okay. And, oh boy. A lot of these places are just very small and cramped. Then they only had one flavor of coffee for some reason that was prepared too. That's another thing, which is weird because like normally they would have like different flavors before COVID happened. And it was like, oh yeah, well, probably like financial issues or something, or a combination of that and COVID. Well, it couldn't even be COVID. We were all cramped up in this small little thing. A bunch of people, including me. Another COVID related. Silly goose. No, it could be indirectly tied to COVID related because of financial stuff. It's the tourist industry. Got jeopardized over a scare like this, and got a lot of financial consequences across the world. And people are trying to like recover. Like crap, man. Take away the experience of the wine sampling. It's one place, 2 samples of wine. See, it used to be where it was like you had like, I don't know, 15, 20 different kinds of wines you could sample in the cups indoors. This year it's like, oh no, never mind. You only have two samples of wine that we're gonna have available for sampling, nothing else. It's like, really? I guess that's why I didn't really bother like looking at the other wineries, because maybe they were doing the same thing too, because they have like multiples of those. That just sucked. Well, that like the other places were pretty much open, doing their own thing. I mean, you can still get wine and stuff. It's just like I want to make sure it's still just as good as it was like the other years, which I assume it is. It's just actually, you know what? There was another winery that gives you a whole different array of samples. Or maybe there's only 5 samples. But they had more options. But I didn't want to get in the line, so I just left. Why? I've been in enough lines in my life. I probably wasted like half my life being in a line. Lions suck, man. I don't cut in lions either, like that, man, but... Oh, look at this. Oh, you're being old cheeky, huh? Here's your Coley card. No, I don't advocate cutting in lions or anything. I did see a couple of women cut in line in front of me. Which let's see, who wants, you know, it doesn't matter who gets it. Yeah, they cut in front of me. They had like pink hair and stuff like that and whatever. And it's like, okay. Well, I mean, like, even if there wasn't cutting the line, thank you. I probably still wouldn't have been in line anyways. It was just taking a while. I had things to do. I'll grab that for me, Dark Brown. Thank you. Grassy. I had things to do and whatever. Now the stuff that's been going on. Oh, okay. You get it. I don't know. It's... I miss when people wasn't freaking out so much about things. Well, this year there wasn't really freaking out as much as when COVID first happened. Oh my goodness! I never forget about this magazine in my area. I mean, I used to pick up this magazine just for like the events they would show prior to COVID. And then as COVID was going along and stuff early on, they decided like, oh, we're not going to promote any events that are in person. Even though they're doing all the social distancing and everything else, we're not going to promote it. Yeah, kill your businesses, kill your advertisers, F you. Really. I know I'm kind of heated right now with it, but it's like they're trying to return back to the normal, and you're playing ignorant right now. You're playing this kind of game of virtual signaling. Now, I haven't looked in that magazine for like about a year, several months or something like that to see if anything changed. I'm willing to bet they haven't. They want to stay ignorant and stuff. They've promoted things for years when there's all sorts of different kinds of flus and everything else going on in the U.S. Somehow COVID's different. So this is the Delta variant, the Mu variant, and let's see, the Ligma variant. Oh, and the 52 other billion variants. Yay! I like how it just keeps giving me things. Okay. I've been on a tangent about COVID stuff and everything, restrictions and everything. It's not fun in general for anybody. It really isn't. I don't know. Thousands of years of human interaction and everything else, we should just completely stop over something like that? I mean, come on now. We're not in the Black Plague. We had all sorts of crap going on through the years, you know? Freaking smallpox and everything else. Smallpox, TB, freaking... what else? That stuff is far more sinister. Now, I'm not trying to like downplay that the stuff, COVID's not bad or anything. It's just that when you compare it to other serious infections that's killed people and maimed people around the world for decades, COVID's just like lower in the scale. I don't care if you're like wearing a face mask outside, like outside by yourself, not around anybody else, like. It's not gonna, it won't do any good if you're, I mean, it just does, okay, so let me back up here. it it does just as little good as if you're not wearing it by yourself with anybody outside, without anybody near you or whatever. Really doesn't. You're not giving it to the butterflies. You're not giving it to the squirrels or whatever animals or bugs you're interacting with. They don't care about your social distancing. They just want to do their thing in the wild. And unfortunately, it's going to be a permanence. I really do feel like it's going to be a permanence. It's so, because if you let something like that happen, like that, and put that kind of thing into people's heads, they're gonna forever use that kind of argument. They're gonna forever try to pull something. There's always going to be freaking something with that. You have someone in power take the opportunity, like they're over there in Australia and stuff like that, and these other countries, like they're just going to keep going and keep going. They don't care. It's about control. And I'm going a little bit of a tangent here over like freaking Oktoberfest. So let's go back to Oktoberfest here, huh? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, like. They had all sorts of candies and stuff like that. They had some Toy Stories, which I'm not really into too much. I thought about getting a book for somebody there, but I'm like, I don't know. Might hold off. Collection of stories someone written based on their farm life and stuff, which is okay. I'm not really much in the farming though. That's fine. As long as the other person might be interested, which I don't know if they are or not. Let's see here. Okay, you get it. Yeah. Okay, we're doing a little bit more well than I thought we were doing. All right, we'll take that for that character. Remember, QK, Sonny. What we got here? Blank Ruin. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The world's a mess. I'll say that though. I guess, speaking of which, about something came to mind now. I was watching a series of YouTube videos, okay. So there's a series of YouTube videos. I talked a little bit the other day about a Nikocado avocado thing, and I'm not gonna get too far into it. I have different opinions about it. I'm not like a person who's gonna be like criticizing him harshly and everything, or like. So let me say this though. It's like I'm not gonna make fun of him about his weight. He's choosing a lifestyle that, even though it's not healthy for him, it's his choice. And as being his choice, I was watching his response videos from a YouTuber on YouTube, which, in my opinion, I'm mixed with what he was trying to accomplish. Usually he's got a formula where it's like he'd criticize a person with a lot of insults and things like that, just very slightly, sleight of hand. I get what he was doing. There's a formula with him. And what he was doing with Nikocado was, I think, there were some things that shouldn't have been said or put, harshly with certain ways. I'll leave it at that with that. But it's like, then I was looking at the response videos. So it's just like, oh yeah, I see my cracked crown. Okay, so you get this. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take this. It's just that, let's say it's, you can warn people and stuff like that, but then it's like, it's not you for you to really determine how an individual change for themselves, right? So like, when it comes to this Nikocado avocado thing, and people are like, "Oh, you're killing yourself," you make all these comments like that, right? They obviously know about it. You're making all these thousands of freaking comments and stuff, and thinking it's gonna like, sweeten his way. I mean, it could. We have a bunch of people pressuring you to do that. It can, but it's like it's up to the person ultimately to decide whether they should do it or not. Regardless of outside pressures. And what happened was, I guess this person made this video. Oh, that was a close one. They forgot to supposedly warn their viewer, the disclaimer to their viewers not to go and harass and attack this person. They ended up went on and harass and attack this person, Nikocado, and that wasn't really the person's. Well, actually, you really don't know people's intentions. I'll say that with YouTubers, because it's like. So Nikocado, I know he's got, to some degree, a formula of being sarcastic. You know what I mean? This kind of a sarcastic nature. But at the same time, from what I see with the responses, you just can't tell whether it's true or not. Like, from my perspective, it looks like as though a lot that he was saying, trying to put with these responses, seemed like it was pretty. It's pretty true. Like, there's something about it. I'm not saying it's, fully true or something, but I feel like this seems like a little bit more passionate than what he normally writes or does. Could also be an act. I mean, that's a thing. Like, you don't know what's going inside their heads, you know what I mean? And from what he was describing for certain things and everything, like, it sounds like he is being serious, and also he's doing a little bit of humor here and there. Because I watched like 3 of his a couple of response videos. I didn't watch like the stuff that led up to that, like the videos that were being responded by this other person, YouTuber. And it's just, here's the thing, it's just like, usually YouTubers, drama YouTubers especially, and I've talked about it before, they usually just try to feign a video, a series of videos, or a channel that is controversy and recently, and they take advantage of that by putting YouTube videos up just in the nick of time, put a thumbnail to tell you, oh, I know what's going to go on. I want to listen to this person's opinion on it. You know what I mean? Now, I'm probably there in the irony right now with talking about something that's like recent and controversial. But like for me, I got a totally different perspective. I mean, everybody's got a totally different perspective. But for me, I'm not using it for clout. And the person who was responding to Nikocado Avocado, in some ways, is using it for clout. Some other ways he's using it for other means, and it's a strange, mad world out there, that's for sure. Things. I guess we finally take the devil deal, because we only had like one angel deal. Might as well. 2 Spook is going to help us kind of guide some of those enemies away from us. Now, having said that about with that, it's just the internet is just so misleading at times. It's the thing. It's like you can only help someone so much. You can't tell whether this person is lying or not. You gotta think about the true intentions. And from what some of the responses that Nikocado was talking about the true intention stuff with the YouTuber that made this stuff in the first place, it does have a point with it. You come in the thing of concern, yet he was using this as an opportunity to, make some money off of a controversy that came up recently. And it didn't have to be public on it. And that is also true too, like 100%. You don't have to be public on something like that, with 8 million or 10 billion or, what is actually a hell of a number. you know, whether it's like 100,000 subscribers or 100 million subscribers, it doesn't matter. It's like, you want to reach out to them, just do it privately, you know? Because like these days, it's like I know personally about a Facebook group in my hometown, and it was like, let's see what it was about. It's called like Random Acts of Kindness, and they put like the town name, right? Now, what they do is they would post on there saying, "Oh yeah, I helped this person out. You know, I paid for their McDonald's that was up ahead of me." Or like, "Oh, I did this for this person. I donated to them." And da da da. And they post a status or something, sometimes with like photos with a status, and say like, "Oh yeah, I did this for this person. Look at me," right? Basically, what they're showing is like they're being show-offish. They're not really. See, in my opinion, people are not generous when they do that, and they're showing it off publicly to people. That's my opinion. Now, does it make them a bad person? Well, it depends on the intentions. You know what I mean? Some people are like doing that, but they want to get like everybody else's attention in order to draw more attention to the person. They give them like donations and stuff. You know, help encourage more people donating to this person or cause. That's fine. That's a way to kind of promote, you know, promote a cause or you know, help a person out and stuff like that. That's fine. But for me, it's like, if you're showing off that you're helping somebody, like there's no reason to be posted right on Facebook, right? Like, for example, this group. It's like in this group, it's like, "Oh yeah, I helped this person out," and stuff like that. I gave him some money. Okay, well here's the thing. It's like, usually you got photo groups. Sometimes you've got, I mean, yeah, you got photo groups, group photos, you know, hometowns or whatever, kind of a niche. And then you got like, you know, things like neighborhood watch groups and stuff like that. Oh God, did this crash? No, it did not. All right, good. You know, things like that, you know what I mean? But it's like, the thing is, that kind of hits me with it, it's like, with these kind of groups, it's like, kiss my butt, I did something good for somebody, you know? And then people try to one-up with one another. That's what happens in these groups. And so it's like, "Oh yeah, I did all this, da 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 da." You know what I mean? They're gonna be able to be full of it too, lying. There's a lot of lying on the internet too. Oh, you took that from me, huh? What we got going on here? Oh, you dirty, or whatever. Yeah, we take it for you. And it's just it's just that tears down. That was real bad. Okay. I didn't even use a dice once. But you see what I mean? It's like you show off this generosity that didn't need to really be shown off, you know? It's like, "Oh yeah, I did this for this person, da da da," you know what I mean? And there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that kind of show-offness. "Oh, look at that, I did this for this person." Or whatever, these group of people. Okay, great. Well, why do you need to tell me? You know, if you were truly honest with yourself and to helping others, you don't need to like let people know that you're doing this in order to garner attention. You don't. If you're truly an honest person with yourself, who's not attention seeking, and you just don't do it like that. I pressed the wrong thing by mistake. Now, with a lot of YouTube commentary, and going back with the whole YouTube commentary, you know, stuff, it's like, people do it because drama's the easiest damn thing to some degree if you know how to, articulate things and stuff like that and put it in certain ways that people are entertained and understanding it. It's like, it's fairly easy to talk crap about somebody, especially as like a famous YouTuber or whatever. Juicy gossip. And there's a bunch of it on YouTube. Jesus Christ. Of course, I'm just editing it to the ether too, man. I don't mean to. I'm just having these rants, man. Really, I am having these rants. And I'm not holier than thou either. It's just that, I mean, you got the whole, like, era of prank videos, and that's like an era of, like, hey, let's just talk crap about another YouTuber. Make views. Like, Jesus Christ. Fall of an empire. U.S. We're just spiraling out of control. Everything. Don't know who to trust and who to not trust. Trust yourself, not even trust no one, not even yourself. Yeah, I'm using this as a strategy here. Like, I never really used them as a little fighting tool before. Also, this is like one of the worst bosses to like fight this damn thing on here with these characters. I've done this before. I've attempted this multiple times. This stuff is not fun. Oh shoot. Especially those lasers. But I don't know, it's just... Now going back with what's being said about like Nikocado stuff. From the algorithm of another algorithm, from this kind of this pattern of behavior with reacting to these things about certain YouTubers or whatever, it's like they're finding some kind of a controversy to kind of feed from that. They know it's going to be something that's going to be like controversial, something current and everything else. And they feel like they need a response about it by making all these analogies and insults and stuff. A nice little digestible format. Oh, this is interesting here. What do we say about this? I guess we do that, and then we do that. How do we see about that? We can try that. Now, are either one of them in the right and the wrong? Well, for me, in my perspective, I feel like they're right in different ways. And I mean, you might be like, well, that's kind of a cop out. You don't want to admit who's right and who's wrong. Well, they're right in different ways, in their own ways, to some degree. Both of them may be hiding different intentions, of course. But I don't believe a video should have been made to respond to that in the first place, like the way it did. It kind of kick-start it. You know how you avoid a controversy, and of course I'm just talking like out of irony here because I'm talking about it, is not to talk about it and ignore it. Now why am I bringing it up here? I don't know. I'm not really doing it for like views or anything. I'm just kind of just finding stuff to talk about. I can't stand really to, make my channel to something where it's like, I'm going to talk about this and this YouTuber update. You know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ, like that's gonna give me a stroke. I'm probably gonna get a stroke right now with stressing myself out a little bit. But it's like, I mean, you already have drama channels like Chemstar or Keenstar or whatever. I have different opinions with them too, but like, I'm keeping it to myself. I see. That's the biggest thing that destroys like a person. Like I read a book about it. what is it, the 48 Laws of Power or something, talking about like being ignored. I think there was something in there about that, or some other book. I don't know. Because the more you draw attention to it, the more you're like feeding into it. You know what I mean? Controversy, you know, brings up views on YouTube. And the whole reality is you don't have like any control of a person's diet and stuff like that. Believe me, like for me, you know, growing up, I've been so picky and stuff. Like people try to control my diet to get back into the course, and I unfortunately didn't do it. And so it was ultimately up to me years later to change that course. It had to be me, nobody else. It had to be me. Nobody can like force me to eat something. Nobody can force me to eat, you know, not to eat something, but me. Now, am I saying like these YouTubers talking about Nikocado in certain ways like that to change their ways or he dies? You think it's gonna like, you know, fix anything? Well, it may influence him to a point maybe, but it's like, maybe either out of concern or whatever, but it's like, it's ultimately up to him. That's the thing. I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm frustrated, you're not doing this, you know what I mean? It's ultimately up to a person to do it, not some unknown crowd of people out there, you know what I mean? I mean, you can take constructive criticism and stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. So before we go too far to where it's like, oh, you can't like give criticism. No, you can give constructive criticism as long as you're not insulting them and calling them a bunch of other dirty names or anything else. Now, some people, they can't take constructive criticism so easily. We might die here, by the way. I don't like that. I wasn't doing so hot either here. Well, whatever. I tried. But let me wrap up this point. So, I kind of give my opinions about with that kind of stuff. I guess the argument here is maybe I should just ignore it and not talk about it either. It's just, when I kind of see that kind of stuff, it's like, it does irritate me. And so it's only ultimately up to them to decide to stop or not with that kind of stuff. And I'm not pleading for them to stop, you know, arguing or whatever. I'm not advocating anything to, you know, change their ways and everything and what they're doing and saying to each other. Nothing like that, or wanting to bar people from saying anything like that. It's just that, for me, my perspective, it's like, the whole point here, I guess, it's like, you know, YouTube's changed to such a ways where things have gotten to the point where it's like, there's just a lot of just hostility with against, you know, one another. And some, you know, whether it's something very minor or something very major, you know? There's always this kind of spectrum of, you know, hostility. And I kind of fit in there too. With many people are. Very competitiveness too. A lot of jealousy and stuff. But it's just, with Nikocado stuff going on, I keep talking about it, of course, and talking about ignoring it and everything. It's just that he, ultimately, like I said before, it's up to him to just make those kind of life choices, you know, change the course of actions and stuff. And I don't think it really helps too much to kind of just keep reiterating that in similar formats when you got all these other YouTubers and stuff like that saying the same thing, that you should stop. I mean, you can come out of concern with it, but you don't need to really be public about it. You know, you can just reach out in other ways. You don't need to like use your platform as an opportunity to both try to reach out to this person publicly and also throwing little things here and there that shouldn't be in these videos. Yeah. So that's just kind of my philosophy with that, I guess. It's a very difficult topic with YouTube culture with it. You can ignore it. You can. I kind of talking about it, kind of getting deeper in these kind of things at times. I don't know. It's you just don't know where you kind of turn if you get sucked into it, I guess. I think the trick is not to get sucked into it. I think that's honestly how you go about. Like for me, I shouldn't get sucked into that kind of thing like that easily on YouTube and be like talking about it in this video and the last video. Because ultimately they're not changing anything in my life other than what I'm seeing and perceiving through their responses. So I should be ignoring it instead of trying to be combative like what I was doing. So I apologize about that. But hey, let's go back to here in this run. Well, we were close to winning. I kind of screwed up a bit with health and stuff. So we were close, but not close enough. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.